All right. I'm so excited to have you all here for September team call. Our team is growing. As much as it's growing, I still see a lot of the same faces that have been with us from the beginning. Hi, Naomi. Hi, Christy. And so it just shows, who's in it for the long run. And it also shows those of us who have been here for a long time that we're in it for the long run, and you can be too, for sure. I hope that you guys get as much out of this team call as I hope you guys get a lot out of this team call. And if you have any extra questions, please type it into the chat. I think the chat is so much fun, so have fun with it. I don't mind that you guys are chatting while I'm talking. September team call. I want to make sure that I always start, give everyone a few minutes to hop on, so I might as well start with a little bit of what are the current promotions. The free product of the month is Rosemary, and the only way you can get the free product of the month is if you're on LRP, which is a loyalty rewards program. You have to do a first enrollment to get your wholesale membership, and then you have to do a second enrollment into the loyalty rewards program after the first month of your enrollment. You can only be in it after you've been a member for a month. If you place a 125 PV LRP order by the 15th, you always get the free oil. And so this month's free oil is Rosemary. If you need any tips on how to use it, ask your wellness advocate. But otherwise, I love that doTERRA is creating really great graphics. And so this one is saying, Rosemary, it helps to increase your focus and alertness. So those of you breastfeeding like me, that peppermint is something that can lower your milk supply. A good substitute is going to be rosemary. It helps increase your focus and alertness, okay? Helps reduce nervous tension, gently cleanses your skin, your scalp, and your hair. Say you use Melaleuca, but you don't like the smell, try rosemary. Try something with the same benefits, but a different smell. It supports your respiratory and immune function. There's always going to be a 10% off product of the month, and you can get that in retail, wholesale, LRP, standard order, however you want to buy it on the doTERRA website. You can get time 10% off this month. And here's some tips. It provides powerful antioxidant properties, supports a healthy immune system. We definitely can't get enough immune support, right? And then it tastes delicious and can be used as a seasoning. Okay, awesome. Another really great promotion this month. Level up your rewards. Okay, I want to make sure you guys completely understand this. This is for anyone who isn't at 20% rewards back yet. This is also for anyone new or maybe a current customer who isn't in LRP yet. This is a way to help them get into LRP. When they place a 150 PV LRP order by September 28th, when they place their October order, they'll be at 20% back. Okay, it usually takes 6 months to get to 20% back, so you're really cutting corners there, and you're going to jump up to 20% back just in time for October 1st, new product release, November 1st, holiday, and then as you shop for Christmas gifts through the end of December, you're going to get 20% back in rewards. This is a really good way to re-engage your customers and connect with your customers and start a conversation with them, especially if they're not on LRP, they got off LRP, or they're not at 20% rewards back yet. Okay. Some limited products happening right now. Citrus Bliss deodorant, still available. Does anyone have it? Anyone want to share in the chat how that's going? The Brevi diffuser with Harvest Spice sold out, but don't worry, because the Brevi diffuser is coming back in a new color in the holiday collection. Harvest Spice is still available. Baby items available, not the baby kit anymore, just baby items. Diaper rash cream, it also doubles as a sunscreen. Then the hair and body wash. I like to use it on myself. The lavender is pretty nice. Okay, new product launch dates. This is yearly. Every year, October 1st. So every year at convention, the new products for the year get released. October 1st, they go on sale to everybody. November 1st, the holiday products get released. So those are dates that you want to have in your calendar every single year. Current incentives. What I'm offering for you guys, top 10 enrollers in celebration of convention month. Top 10 top enrollers team-wide, whether you're enrolled to me or not, whether you're on a qualified leg or not, team-wide, for the month of September, you guys get a small swag bag from doTERRA Convention that I brought back. Okay. And that's an incentives that I'm going to fulfill myself. Other incentives going on from doTERRA, Hawaii incentive trip is extended to the end of this month. And the Prime Wellness Club actually goes till next year. If you guys have any questions on what those are and how you can be part of that, start with being a top enroller and getting people on LRP. Okay, and then let me know. Alrighty, some doTERRA events. doTERRA's global convention just happened. Woohoo! And so those of us who went to convention just came back. Know that there is a live stream available that you can sign up for, livestream.doterra.com. You can watch all the recordings, even if you saw it and you went to convention, you want to rewatch things. You can buy the convention live stream and you can watch all of the recordings until the end of October. So that's a really good option. The Together Tour. doTERRA is actually going to start touring across the United States, even to the other countries, to do a small little mini convention. It's nothing like the regular convention, but it is something. doTERRA is going to come to us. So that's Saturday, October 26th from 9 to 1. I hope the weekend is going to allow more attendance. And that's going to be at the Sheraton Waikiki Hotel. And then Leadership Retreat is coming up in March 11th through 13th. If you guys want to plan for that, you need to be a silver rank or above. You have to hit silver at least once from August last month till next February, the end of the month. Okay, and that's going to be held in Phoenix, Arizona. Usually Leadership Retreat is split east and west. This year they're combining it. So the entire US, Canada is going to be at a Leadership Retreat. That's silver rank and above. Something that's really cool is, like, I love Ange Peters, right? And I love, well, Keely goes to the west, but Ange Peters goes to the east. And so I feel like we can see her in real life at this Leadership Retreat. So that's kind of exciting. Convention 2020, the dates already got released, and that's September 9th through 12th in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay, I do have a few classes coming up, and that already starts tomorrow. So I hope you guys spent time inviting people to my classes. If you don't have classes of your own and you're not confident teaching your own classes, you need an extra class, get people to my classes. And the new products are going to be in its own class. And so we have a team gathering next Saturday. Raise your hand if you're going. Those of you who've come to convention and learned about the new products are actually going to help me talk about the new oils. We're going to pass around the new oils, sit in a circle at Kapiolani Park. We're going to pass around the oils and we're going to casually talk about them, what we've learned and what we've experienced ourselves, because we already have these products. So I think it's really cool. Those of you doing the business should come, and any current customers should be coming to these new products classes. If you can't make in person or you don't live on Oahu, I'm going to have an online gathering Wednesday, October 2nd at 8 o'clock in my Zoom room. We're going to do all the new products. Same scenario with the Convention Sisters, talking about how we've been using the new products. Okay. Save the date, Honolulu tour. I did talk about this a little bit earlier, but here's a little breakdown. From 9 to 10:30, it's a product expo and sales. 10:30 to 11:30 is a presentation. Then 11:30 to 1 p.m. is going to be the product expo and sales again. So there's two opportunities in the beginning and at the end. Anyone who comes, it's $15. The ticket is only $15, and it includes you and a guest. You can buy it on Eventbrite or just look on the doTERRA website. Everyone who comes gets a free 10 milliliter oil. They get hands-on oil experiences and demonstrations at the expo booths. There's a guest speaker. There's a few guest speakers who are sharing all the new products, including, I know Miley is going to be one of the speakers. Fun swag is going to be available. When you purchase, you can purchase and take home a discounted Together Tour kit. So those of you who are waiting for that October 1st release, go to Together Tour and get the whole kit at a discounted rate. Learn how incorporating essential oils into your daily life can increase your overall health. Okay, so I wanted to break down that for you so you guys know what to expect, and I hope that makes you more excited to come. If you don't live here, you live on another island, they're only doing this one so that they can give this one more energy and more financials that doTERRA is bringing. If you don't live here, look for one. Brittany's in Texas, Joy's in Texas, Giselle's in California, Mary's in California. Anybody else? Find one that's near you and please go. You don't need a team to go. Giselle went last year to a doTERRA event all by herself, and it was pretty awesome to see her as a leader go and set the example for her team. Okay, thanks for bearing with me, and I hope that was really helpful. But how the F was doTERRA convention dough? I thought it would be fun. Here's a picture of everyone who made it. I just want to thank these women and babies who made an effort to go. It isn't the easiest thing in the world. I know it's not. Some of you have to take vacation. Some of you have to find childcare, pay for childcare, beg your husbands, owe your husband something, right? Owe your partner something. A lot of you are leaving your children behind, and it's hard to say bye. And a lot of you even like use sick days at work or took unpaid leave. And so I totally get it. But at the end of the day, you know, I was texting in our group, we have a group chat, and I was like, as you guys say bye to your families, remember that you are doing something for them. You're not leaving them. You're not really, it's not like it's not a selfish decision. This is something that is going to make your business better for your family. And so, again, I'm so proud of each of you who made it, and thank you for coming. And I just wanted, okay, one of you speak. How the F was doTERRA convention though? Who wants to go first? Just really quickly, and then I'll lead into the next questions and topics. How was your experience? Britt's trying to talk, I think. Britt is on mute.
Okay, I'll go first. Oh, is she gonna go? Is she talking? Oh, okay, go, Britt.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Go, Jalen.
Alrighty, so convention is a must go to, you guys. Definitely did have mommy guilt on the way to the airport. Was crying the whole way. But once I jumped on the airplane, seen my sisters, I knew what I was there for, and literally, you guys just have to be there. For me, of course, like, you know, we all know the great things that doTERRA does, but just to see it firsthand, hear all the scientists that do the purity testing, you know, doctors that totally stand behind this, like, it's really life-changing. Like, everybody has to make it a point to be there. Even though it's super hard, you guys, like, you guys will not regret it.
Thanks, Jalen. Brett, did you want to say something? Brett, yes.
Was I on mute that whole time that I was like yelling and screaming?
Yes.
Can't take me anywhere. I totally was yelling, screaming, saying, yeah, okay, that was my 2 cents. Okay, go Ilikia. And then I hung up on myself. Okay. Yes. Probably the best investment I have ever made was deciding to go to convention. I like unplugged from my regular 9 to 5 for a whole week. And guys, I can't tell you, like, that was probably the best decision. Ash talked about it on her Instagram story yesterday, how she felt super like excited. That was the one trip that I don't feel jet lag on. Like, I feel motivated every day. I feel like it was so great to just surround myself with so many people, to see what the leaders are doing and hear what they're doing, to actually hear firsthand how like the business is doing, hear firsthand how doTERRA puts into perspective of like healing hands and co-impact sourcing, just hearing all the information firsthand rather than through somebody who also got it from got it from doTERRA's email, who went through the website. Like, hearing it from doTERRA made a big impact in how I think about my business and where I'm at.
Thank you. It wasn't as like as the first time when you were muted. That was so funny. Oh, okay. Thanks, you guys. Here's a picture of us. The only picture I have of all of us who were there. So our photographer sucked, and I'm so sorry. Anyways, okay, you guys, I'll let you guys speak on this. When did you buy your convention ticket? What made you decide to go? Did you have any reservations about going when it was time to book your flight? Does anyone of you like struggled to get there and like struggled like in your minds, like, should I go, should I not go? And when did you decide to buy your convention ticket? Was it convention ticket? Was it right when back in September, or was it that April 1st? Or did you get a transfer ticket later when it was closer to time to go?
Okay, I want to share about that. Yes, all of the above. Okay, when we did that April call before the convention tickets went on sale, and we had that thing about like how to book your hotels and all that kind of stuff, I was like half, but I knew like a big part of me wanted to go. But I shared about this on Noelle's call today that because I had never left the kids before. I told you guys that. And then like with Jesse, he'd never been alone with all 3 kids. It was like, it was a major leap for me. Like, let alone like a weekend is a different story, but like a whole week in another state, like hours away. So I did my ticket, and a big part was because Ash was like, oh yeah, sorry if you guys hear the movie, but it's just Mako is still up. Yeah, when Ash was like, when you talked about talking to Paul your first time you went, and how you're like, no, I need to go, and then you told me to fight for it, and so I had the same conversation. I was like, no, yeah, I need to go. But up until that time, yeah, I booked the ticket. I didn't have my flight, and then we did the hotel thing, but it was the wrong hotel. And then, like, Jesse finally, my husband was like, did you book your flight? I was like, no. He's like, okay, I'll book it. I was like, okay, he booked the flight. And then I was like, shoot, I'm really going. I was like, this is incredible. And then I was like, okay, I had to figure out childcare, I had to figure out a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, okay. And then a couple weeks before, it was anxiety. It's coming the next week. But being there was incredible. I was like, I told him when I came back, I was like, I don't know why I was so afraid. I was like, this is like a total game changer for anyone doing the business part or even just being a part of the company. I was like, you get to see so much more than what you do from like watching the videos, like how everyone said, and just the energy of everyone there, everyone you meet. I think it just propels you. Like for your business, you have so much more motivation, so much. But yeah, I did have anxiety about going. I did have all this kind of stuff. And up until I actually got on the plane, it was like, I didn't really think I was going to go. But I'm going to go next year.
Now that you got through that, you're like, I'm going to go next year. If you guys are paying attention to the chat, you can see like some of them bought the ticket right after convention during that convention special. Then some of them bought the ticket in April 1st is that convention date. And then Jen did a transfer right before it was time for convention. And if you see the timeline, it's like buy your ticket in September, otherwise buy it in April, otherwise get a transfer ticket by August. And it's such a big time span. It's like a whole year pretty much. And so I think each person's belief and each person's decision is going to be so different of like when you're actually ready to commit to convention. But I promise you will not regret it. You will not regret that decision. Have conversations with your support system and see what they think, and see bounce some ideas off of them. And I think that'll help you kind of like decide to, okay, it's I need to go. Or feel your heart, is your heart like pulling you to go, make it happen. You know, I definitely think if you guys are showing up, it's because you made it a priority and you believe that it was important enough for your business and for yourself to go. Okay, anybody else want to share about what made you decide to go? And if you had any reservations, like maybe you bought your ticket, but then you're like, I don't know if I'm going to book my flight. Or maybe anybody here bought a ticket and didn't book their flight. And are you regretting it?
I'll share. I bought my convention ticket through another person, so I didn't really have a plan going into it. I was just like, hey, this sounds pretty cool. I didn't really know a lot about who was going and what was entailed in the convention, but I had that spark and that desire to want to learn more. So I actually texted Aiko and was like, hey, do you know anyone who's selling their ticket? And probably within about 5 minutes, she texted me back and said, oh, I have, does not sound the same as, I don't sound the same on Zoom as in person. Thanks. Anyway, so I texted her, and probably within 5 minutes, I had a convention ticket and I had a hotel. So all of that was confirmed, and I was like, okay, she did this for me, so now I gotta show up. I have to be there for myself and also for my team. Oh, thanks, you guys. But okay, so the reservation I had though, I didn't know anyone, so I only knew Ash and Aiko, and I was kind of like worried it was gonna be like high school clicky, but it was so much more than that. I met 10 amazing people, well, 9 plus myself, but just met these women who have the same goals, have the same mindset, who all want to level up our lives, and it was just incredible. And yeah, I mean, don't worry about not knowing anyone. You'll make friends. Our team is amazing, and even though I'm way down on the bottom of the Gold Drop Society tree, I still felt like I was part of something bigger, and that to me was huge. Thanks guys, miss you all. Okay, bye, going on mute.
That was so awesome. I really appreciate you sharing, Jen. And yeah, you guys, we're not cliquey. We welcome everybody with open arms. It's so fun. Okay. Alrighty. I feel like Ilikia would be good at this if you want to talk. Best budgeting tips. Is it best to book rooms as a team and stay next to each other in the same hotel, in the same hallway, like right across each other like we did? How much was your flight? Cost for food, meal, convention kit shopping, budgeting tips. Don't ask Aiko, because she charges everything to her card.
Don't ask Aiko because she booked her first class ticket for her 1-hour flight. Anyways, okay, budgeting tips. I actually am going to start a PDF or a form or file or whatever for next year. I say if you're down, I originally started off with just me and Jay to be roommates. And then Kareen and Britt were added on like literally a month and a half before convention. And it really lowered the cost of the room. Like I think, let's say $1,303.25 was the total for the room plus tax the entire week. We only spend $325 per person, and you're really not going to be in the room that much. So I say if you're cool with sharing a room with 3 other people, do it. Also, we're going to budget to go to the Grand next year, but Little America will do, I guess. For food and all of that, honestly, I was expecting to spend a lot more on food, but if you're smart, frugal, and savvy, then all you got to do is go to Trader Joe's. And what we did was we planned what we wanted to eat that entire week, including snacks. And we spent like $80, and then we just kept Venmoing each other. So if you don't have Venmo and you're gonna go to convention, Venmo is such a huge thing for convention. We literally called ourselves Frugal Fun Filipinos because we were all Filipino and all we wanted to do was save money, but we wanted to have fun. But I honestly think it depends on for cost of food. I would say maybe like 100, 150. If you want to eat out and eat nice every night, then I would say more 200 to 250. Convention kit, I would budget 250 for next year. We were like so scared because Rose is $275 wholesale, and we were so afraid that our kit was gonna be like $600, but it wasn't. Swag was something that I did not budget very well. So there was actually a couple meals where I'm like, I guess I won't eat because I want to buy the vitamin box. I say budget as much as you can for swag because you're going to want all the swag and you're going to stand in line for hours and hours and hours for swag. My flight, I say get your flight earlier because it's freaking cheaper. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Am I missing anything? Getting distracted by this chat.
I know this chat is out of control. I love it.
I literally just see Filipino thousands of times.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, I think what's really cool about our group, in general, is like you can budget how you want to. Like you're not pressured. You know, like for me, I was like, I will spend a little more to sleep in my own bed because I'm also bringing a baby, right? And I want my own bed because I share a bed with 5 people total in my house at home. So it's too much for me. And I'm like, I want my own bed. Others, they were fine sharing beds. And then for me, I was like, I eat leftovers all day long. So I'm going to save up all my money and buy in room service, eat out, whatever. And then for others, they're like, I'm going to save money here by buying groceries. So you're not pressured into doing any. You can do whatever you want. I will say though, uplines usually host something. Like I hosted a breakfast for the girls. I hosted a dinner for the girls. So there are a few meals that we're taking care of. And I felt like as a leader, I wanted to do that because I knew that a lot of these girls that were coming weren't elite yet, elite rank yet, weren't even solid elite. Some of them aren't even solid silver. And so, you know, for them to come, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And so I tried to do what I could financially to support them being on this trip and making the trek out here. I'm at home in Hawaii, out to Utah. So anyways, convention kit, yeah, it usually is every year around $250. So just save for that, and you can buy up to 2 kits. Something that I was teaching the girls was don't buy too many kits. Like just buy one for you, if anything. And then make everyone come to convention tour and have them buy their own kits. You know, it kind of takes out the fun if you buy kits for everybody who can't even make it. And so I think that if you guys want this kit, come to convention or come to post-convention tour. Okay. Anybody else want to talk about budgeting? Are you guys excited? Like those of you who didn't come? Don't you want to come to convention now? Okay. How was it bringing a baby to convention, and would you recommend it? So I've come pregnant and I brought a 4-month-old. Kareen came with a 9-month-old, and Giselle came last year with, I think, 1.5. Kyra is like 1.5. Kareen, how was it? And I know you also did connecting flights on your way home.
So I brought Kai because, I mean, I had no choice. He's breastfeeding and I stay at home, so I'm his main caregiver. So let's just say that bringing a baby is possible only because doTERRA is so kid friendly, and you know, they accommodate you. They have family lounges and mother lounges, and you can bring your stroller and all of that stuff. But not gonna lie, it was pretty hard. Like if I didn't have everybody else helping me, like on the plane, Jalen helped me on the plane, Ilikia and Britt and Jay helped me in the room, and Aiko and the rest of the girls took him when, you know, during session and when I was getting ready for gala. So like I couldn't have done it without any of them. So that's the good part, that you have help, but it is exhausting. And you know, it was our first time flying to the mainland. So it was rough, but we did it and we had so much fun. And I don't think I would recommend bringing a baby, but if you have to, then do it. And I think a lot of people would agree with me.
Oh my gosh, yes. I love Kai. I miss him so much.
We miss you guys. He's crazy. He's so clingy now that we came back home. He's like staring at you guys like, oh my God, I miss them.
Hi.
Say hi.
You guys, so I brought a 4-month-old, and this is my 3rd convention, and my first convention, I was almost 9 months pregnant, and I was a new silver, and I had so much adrenaline. I was so pumped. I was not tired because I had so much adrenaline. The next year, I was in my first trimester of pregnancy with Lee, and I was dying and hiding it and hosting a team and walking as a diamond, which is kind of nuts. But this year, it was my first year bringing a baby, and I brought a baby to leadership. But bringing a baby to convention is way more intense. And like, remember the first day, you guys, I was like, I can't see, I have migraine. I took Tylenol because I was like I was that bust up. Was it worth it? Yes, it was so worth it. And on the plane ride home, Lee was screaming for an hour. It was so embarrassing. It is what it is. And so if like your drive is to be there, and like if you're a leader and you have a team, like I had 9 team members coming, like I wanted to be there no matter what. And if I had to bring a baby, I brought a baby. And so if your drive is to be there, then you can do it for sure. But I probably won't bring a baby again if I don't need to. I want to pay attention, and I don't want new products were announced and my eyes were so blurry. I was like, what just happened? I have to like relearn all the new oils so I can teach a class on it. I have no idea. Adaptive. What is that? No, just kidding. Adaptive is for anxiety. It's like a breakthrough. So you guys need it. Okay. What about you, Giselle? Are you available? I'm so sorry if I'm calling you out. Yeah? Okay.
So I brought Kyra last year, but it was a different experience. Ashley won that suite. And so she was just kind of closed in the suite. And I don't know, I would totally bring Kyra again if that was the same experience I had when I took Kyra last year. It was super easy. The thing is, she was 1.5, so she wasn't running around everywhere. She was already walking. I had a stroller. When she needed a nap, I would walk outside of the suite and we just kind of like walk around all the suites and she'll fall asleep. And then I just leave her for like an hour and sleeping in the back of the suite, and then I would just watch. I would say I didn't watch all of the presentations, but it wasn't to a point where I feel like I would never bring her again. I didn't bring her again this year because of finances. She was a ticket for everything because she was over 2, and so I just and baby care. It was just I couldn't find anybody to watch her if I didn't bring her, so I was just stuck. But the experience, bringing her, I would totally bring her. So I guess we have to win a suite next year and bring all your babies.
Yeah, if we win a suite, I'll bring whatever babies I have. Just kidding.
Oh my God, somebody better win a suite because I had a hard time winning it this year. I'm not gonna lie, I had a hard time. Yeah, Giselle had a completely different experience than you guys. Giselle was like, what? It's like celebrity status. We had a suite and we had our own private room and we had like all these snacks. It was really cool. Enjoy it while you have it, I think. But we're all Filipino. I'm dying. Okay. Any last tips on bringing a baby? Alrighty. Okay. What are the perks of silver and above ranks? What about diamond? What was it like being recognized at leadership and walking your new rank? This is for anyone who's come to leadership, silver and above. What were your perks? And is it worth it to come as Aiko?
Is this for like me? I guess. Not gonna lie, I fought it for walking. They were like, are you gonna go on Friday morning? But it's in track A and it's at the Vivint Arena, and we're not at that. We're at track B, so we're at a whole different place, like a block. 2 stops down, I think, on the tracks. So it's not like you can just walk across, and that meant that no one else could be there with. Well, luckily, Charity and Joy, they had actually hit new ranks too. They were silver, so they got to walk together. But I was walking as platinum, so I was in a line by myself, and I stood by myself. I walked by myself, and Ashley came with me down there. But I ended up walking by myself, which I'm totally uncomfortable with. I'm not the let's celebrate. I don't do like birthdays. Like, no thanks. I don't like the attention. So I told him, like, no, this is like cheesy and I don't want to do it. And they're like, you have to. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I did. And I don't regret it. Especially because I didn't walk as a silver. I hit gold and platinum in the same year, I think. So I asked for a trophy. I was like, can I get my gold one too? Because I didn't get it. So I actually got 2. I don't have a silver one because I didn't walk. I didn't go last year. But I don't know, just the vibe when you walk in and everyone cheering you on, you get this weird, like, proud and you get all kinds of emotions when you're walking that thing. But I don't know, it's like bragging rights and it's cool and I don't regret it. It's the last time that I would be able to do that before the next one is diamond and you'd walk the carpet. You don't walk that thing at the event, but I'm not that type of person, so. But do it.
Oh, and
feel about it. I just wasn't about it, but I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did it. We woke up early and I walked her down there. I was like, you're gonna do it. But basically, when you go to convention, you get to walk as a silver, gold, platinum. Every silver lines up in a line and they walk all together across the stage and wave, and then golds and then platinums. Once you reach diamonds, you actually walk down the purple carpet at gala. Diamond, blue diamond, presidential diamond. So convention is a time to recognize ranks. Pretty awesome. And like Aiko said, that was her last chance to walk down as silver, gold, platinum type of rank before the next thing would be enjoying the purple carpet with confetti thrown at you. And so you definitely don't want to miss it. And it's really cool. And was there any other perks for silver and above, Aiko, that you got at convention?
Well, there's a line that really helps. That makes a huge difference, you know. As far as you may think it's small, like, oh, I get a fast track line to register, or I get a fast track line because it's like for leaders, they call it the leaders line. There's a diamond line, a leaders line, and then just regular for everyone else to like check out and stuff. But it helps. It got bananas towards the end, not gonna lie. I swapped out with Charity. We both waited in a checkout line, and it was like an hour and 45 minutes to get through. But could you imagine the regular line, you know? So and Diamond, like Ashley, way fast. Like I saw Liza in that line and she zipped through, so she was probably through within the half hour, not even, I would say 10 minutes. So that was a perk there. Was there anything else?
I think that's it. That's good.
Yeah.
Also,
Cool.
real quick, sorry. If you get in early, like our flight got in at 7 a.m. I couldn't go to the swag store because I wasn't ranked. So Charity and Aiko went into the swag store, and I sat outside, and they FaceTimed me, which really helped because it helped me make a decision like yes, no, I don't want that. But yeah, you don't get to go in as early. So like Ilikia was saying on the chat, the scraps are left for us. But yeah, things sold out super quick, like the floss and the travel toothpaste. So that helps too if you have that early access to the swag store.
Yeah. So the first day, you can register the night before it opens. There's like registration at night, and then diamonds get to go to the marketplace. And then the next morning, when full registration opens, I mean, like everyone else can register, there's a time slot for silvers and above to shop in the marketplace, and then it opens to everybody else. So you definitely have perks when you hit ranks. They're pretty cool. I think so. I came back as a diamond in my second year, and I am so thankful to be diamond, you guys. Like, I'm not thinking like, oh, I want to come back as a blue diamond. And, you know, it's like, enjoy the diamond, enjoy the silver, enjoy the gold, enjoy the platinum, enjoy the diamonds. Once you're diamonds, you get diamond lines, you get diamond access to the shop, you get to sit in diamond section. It's closed off for diamonds. And you get what I really like about it, there's a table that you can take notes on. I think that's my favorite part about the diamond section. And you get a snack box and you get a water. And this year, they allowed the diamonds to bring one person with them. And so I rotated through the team, through my qualified legs. If my qualifiers weren't there, I had a builder from their leg come and sit with me. Otherwise, a top enroller of that group was Charity. Charity came, and she was closest to the next rank of gold. So I had Charity sit in one of the slots. And I got a diamond present full of Healing Hands crafts. There was a laptop bag and a little oil pouch made from the villages across, you know, different areas of the world where we source oils, which was so special. And so if you guys are ever aiming for diamonds, it is a really good rank to hit. Start with silver, but diamond is pretty much goals. Those of you who sat in the diamond section, what did you think? And how did it make you feel, or did it inspire you? Who wants to talk?
Okay, I'll talk. Diamond section was awesome. You have like front row access to like view everything. So the way that track B is set up, it's like it's in a massive conference room, like all of them opened up, and there's screens in front of each conference section, and then there's a massive stage in the middle. But diamond section is in the middle, so you see like the actual speakers not on a screen, like you see them in front of you, with the guest performers in front of you. So like Andy Grammer was right in front of like Ash them when they were there, but like you see everything up close. And then because you are in your own section, you're just surrounded by people who are like standing up and cheering. So like you feel empowered to like, yeah, I can stand up and cheer too. And then like when they start tearing and crying, you start tearing and crying. And I'm like, Oh my God, poor thing. Like, I feel like I'm crying, but they encourage you to cry with them. It was awesome. Like, surrounding yourself by people who you aspire to be like has something on your own personal mindset. So I think if you can and have a chance to sit in diamond section or even blue diamond or even presidential diamond with them, do it. And if that is something that you aspire to, get there because you want to sit in that section. Like, that is prime VIP section. Like, you want to be there.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, thank you guys so much for sharing so far. Okay, what is gala like? Should I go? What's the best part of the campus tour and is it necessary?
Okay, I didn't go to gala, but campus tour I bought the ticket for, and then because everyone's times was kind of like all off, I wasn't gonna go, and then I go Charity, Jen, we're all like on the same track, and I was supposed to be way later than everyone else, but then other people at gala, so luckily they weren't really checking like the ticket times, and then they texted me like 10 minutes before the time was like to go, and they're like, okay, they're not really, you know, being strict about it, so come with us. And because it was my first time too, and I was like, I really wanted to see the campus because that's it's a huge thing to see, like where everything actually goes on. And so I like ran from the swag, the marketplace, all the way back to the front because the product showcase wasn't open yet, so I couldn't cut through. And then I got there like right before we got on the bus, and we were tired because we came off of a red eye, but it was incredible to see. It reminded me of like that movie, The Internship, where they went to Google, like how just the environment when you walk in, you're like, holy crap, I want to work here. Because it's like, it's beautiful. There's like lounges where you can take a nap. The break rooms were incredible. And just seeing how happy the employees were, because normally when you walk into places like huge corporations, a lot of employees are not that happy. And then getting to see how even there's like a kids place for people, we didn't get to find details about that, like how, but they had like the playground, they had the daycare center, and then just the employees were so happy, and there was so much office space. We got to see the higher up offices like Emily Wright and Dr. Hill, and that was crazy. That was incredible. And then the clinic was amazing. Just to see like a regular clinic but with oils. So I can't wait for that to come to Hawaii. But I think campus tour is key because then you get to see where the whole thing starts, like all their meetings, all like the distilleries, and seeing they were packaging like, what was it, like the lemon oils and the, I want to say clary sage or clary, so one of those. But it was really neat to see everything. So I think campus tour, if you haven't done it, you should do it.
Thank you. What about gala, you guys? What did gala, who went last year? That's who I want to hear from, because you got to see Miley walk as a blue diamond and you got to see me walk as a diamond last year. Giselle or Naomi or Joy? That's right, Giselle had Kyra, so she couldn't go. Naomi, I'm sorry, I know Naomi's sick. I don't want to call on you, I'm sorry. Basically, anybody else? Okay, I'm gonna share mine. The first gala I went to, I went as a silver, and I got to watch Miley walk as a diamond. And I cried so much, and I did not expect that. I think I cried so much because I worked so hard to get to convention. I literally was about to be 9 months pregnant, but I hit silver. And because I hit silver, my husband said, go. I booked, my plane ticket was like $1,000, and then my hotel room was like $1,000. And I was like, but I have to go, and I have to show my team that I'm here, and I'm in it for a long run, and I'm a leader. And I wanted my team to trust me more. And I think that's the biggest reason why I went to doTERRA convention the first year. As I saw Miley walk down the carpet as a diamond, and as I realized, you hit silver, in order to be diamond, you need to create 4 silvers. If I already knew what it took to hit silver, I can definitely help 4 more people hit silver and be diamonds. So I cried watching her walk down and told myself, I am going to come back as a diamond. And I did it. And so that was a really pivotal time and events to go to was gala, because you see what's possible and you see what there is to look forward to. And you get really excited because you're like flying confetti at people as they're walking down, and you can feel how much that meant to them to walk and be recognized as a diamond. So I think you should definitely go to gala. You can go if you have a baby, if they're breastfeeding. Just children over the breastfeeding age are not allowed, under 14 years old. So if you can, please go to gala. It is, I think it's like $65. It's totally worth it. You get 2 confetti wands, and you also get a special oil that no one else can get unless they go to gala. So whatever you guys are chatting, aren't you? I can see y'all laughing. Like whatever what is it called? It's called Together. So there's a Together roller. Last year was Dream. We got a Dream roller. The one before was You. So we got Beautiful roller. So you can only get that at gala. Okay. So definitely are necessary, all of these events, right? What about advice for first timers? And those who went last year, that's Naomi, Joy. Joy also went this year. Giselle, Darlene went last year. She's not on, I don't think. And Leah, she's not on. But how has your life changed and your business changed since going to convention last year? Everyone else, I'll have you chat what your tips are for first timers. I don't know if Giselle's, sorry, I can't see everybody. Are you there? Is Giselle here?
I'm here.
Oh, hi. Are you able to talk?
Just like first tips for first timers?
No, those because you went last year, how has convention impacted your life since? Maybe your business, your personal life?
Well, so after I came back from convention, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you guys can relate to everyone who went. There's a different perspective. There's a shift in your mindset and in your business, and you're just super excited to kind of run with it. And then I feel like the people who was maybe considering getting oils or doing the business, they kind of were more intrigued because you went to this convention and it's like, that's super serious. You're super serious about your business. So people also think of you differently as well. And then I hit gold, so September, October, November, 2 months later, I hit gold for the first time. So yeah, it's huge, like mindset shift. People looking at you too. It's so different when you're doing the business kind of like, you're just doing your own thing. A lot of people don't take home business that seriously, but when they start seeing you walking and they're like celebrating you for your accomplishments and you're there for yourself, for your team, and just inspiring other people, like you inspire people just being there. And so it changed, it shifted. Challenges that I came across in the past year made me stronger because I know like this isn't temporary. It's something I know I'm going to do forever. And yeah, like even if I have a lot of bumps, like since the past year, it's not like an easy business. There's a lot of bumps, a lot of challenges, but it doesn't break me. It didn't make me question that, is this right for me? I always knew it's right for me. It was like, I became more resilient. I guess that's what I can say coming out of convention. Yeah, it never made me question. Whereas before convention, I'm like, do I really want to do this? Like, it's so hard. I dropped down to elite from premier from silver, and I always questioned myself. But like going to convention, you come back knowing this is hopefully for you. And if not, then you also get that answer as well.
That was so good. Thank you so much, Giselle. The rest of you can type in the chat what your advice is for first timers. Okay, I just want to keep it moving. Yay! Okay. As short as possible. What was your biggest takeaway from convention? What was your favorite part of convention? Go. You can unmute or you can chat.
I'm just gonna talk real quick. My favorite part, I know it's all the education, blah blah blah, but you can get that I think on the live stream. So my favorite part was doing the healing hands. I don't know. I was emotional doing it. And I'm getting emotional thinking about it. But I don't know. I just like to be a part of that. And that was cool. If you guys don't know about it, we donated $20 to kind of do it on our lunch break. and like sew these little quilts, or help, yeah, kind of sew these little quilts. And then we put bags together, which included like onesies, beanies, like a lavender roller, serenity bar, some socks, and in a backpack, a doTERRA backpack for these kids and moms, you know, in developing countries. So that was so nice. I like to be a part of that.
Anybody else? I'm gonna say every time I go to convention, my biggest takeaway is different. But for me, this one I think was the bonding with the girls who went. It was just different. Like last year, we bonded. Well, I think we kind of separated at the same time when we went to our rooms. Whereas this year, like we really like everyone roomed together, and our rooms were across the hall, and there was another room upstairs, but they were in our rooms, and I just feel like I got to know each girl on a deeper level, and you can't get that on a phone call. We do mentor calls all the time. We catch up all the time, I feel like, and we text each other, but you can't get an experience like that. And so I like really cherish the time that we spent together. Anybody else want to just throw something in there? Otherwise, you guys chatted.
So my favorite part of convention was obviously going there, because I knew that, you know, I've only hit elite. I mean, not I've only, but I've hit elite already. And, you know, it just kind of like solidified my belief in doTERRA as a company. Like, you know, I use it for myself, but just hearing about everything that they're doing, and the purity and the quality and just the effort and research that they put into everything is just life-changing. And I feel like I speak for everyone that going is, like, I'm going to say it again, it's literally life-changing. And just, you know, I'm from Maui, so everyone else is, like, Joy's from Texas, and everyone else lives on Oahu, so it was so nice to actually, like, hug and meet everyone in real life. And I felt like I came home with, like, best friends. Like, we're family. Like, I tell them every day that I miss them, and it's like you form a bond over something that you're passionate about, and I don't know, you can't get that anywhere else. And I'm so grateful for all of you and everyone on the team that couldn't make it, and I hope to see you guys all there next year. And yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't even talk about convention, you guys. I'm like, yeah, my biggest takeaway was bonding. You guys have no idea what doTERRA is doing. I'm so sorry. This is amazing. Just all the different science, I think, right? doTERRA has proven their oils are so pure, and now they're taking it to a whole nother level. They're spending thousands of dollars and working with different clinical trials, including an oncology unit, to really put oils to the test with cancer and get that on paper to release results. It's amazing. And then as deep as how the doTERRA sources their oils and the Healing Hands Foundation, and where the oils come from, and why it's so important, and how doTERRA is changing the whole world, not just medical care, is beyond. And so I think all of us, our belief in not just the company, not just the oils, not just in ourselves, and I mean, just also in the business, I think it's just so well-rounded at how impactful. When we say doTERRA convention was life-changing, it was literally life-changing in every little portion. And to touch on Eichel saying that Healing Hands, we did a Healing Hands service project as a team. And that was like, I cried so much at the end. So you guys were like, why were you crying? But I'm like hugging them. I'm like, I put it out there. I said, you guys, Healing Hands, let's do it together. Thursday, 2 p.m. during lunch break. And I didn't know how many of the team signed up. We all showed up, all of us, all 10 of us. And I was just like crying so much and thanked them for doing that. And it meant so much. And so anyways, doTERRA is amazing, and you need to go to convention. You need to feel it for yourself. You need to experience for yourself, because you will come out a changed woman. Okay. You guys can add your last tips in the chat. Okay. Tickets for doTERRA convention. Thank you guys for sharing, you guys. Okay. Thanks for coming. I'm going to cry. Tickets for doTERRA convention is available for 2 more days. So this is what early bird it's called, early bird tickets. If you want to get the discounted price, you have 2 days left. Go convention.doterra.com and buy your ticket at only $139. You're going to sign up for track B. We all go to track B. If you want to go to track A, that's fine, but your team's going to be in track B. Gala is $65. Empowered Success is $20. Yoga with Elena Brower is $20. Campus Tour is $20. What I did, and a lot of the girls have already done, is got the ticket and then Gala ticket, because those are the ones that sell out. The rest, the next time and the next chance you have to buy tickets will be April 1st. So set your alarms if you're deciding, and then if you get these, and then you'll be like, I'll figure out the rest later. April 1st is when you can get that. And then what else? Track B. Next year's convention is Wednesday, September 9th through Saturday, September 12th. Okay. Who got their ticket already? Because I want to log that. I know I did, Aiko did, Michelle, Fujii did. Please let me know. I want to make sure that I put you on the list and stay in touch with you when it comes time for April. Okay. Here's a chance to share a new oil tip in the chat. We're all learning. We're all growing deep with our oils and in our understanding of oil usage and becoming super users. What's your new oil? Whoa, Brit. Geranium. But you didn't share why and how. But say why. Exactly. Why are we using geranium? What is a tip that we learned at convention having drinks? Okay.
Sorry. I realized my mute was on. Okay, so this is not what they talked about at convention in the sessions. It's not what they talked about in the side panels in the product showcase. This came down to like talking to other leaders on what they're doing. Excuse me, what they're doing. God, I'm like choking up trying to talk about it. Geranium. You're gonna want to like sprinkle that with holy water for sexy time. You know, like, yeah. Get yourself in the mood, girls. Get yours, you know. Throw some like Slim and Sassy and On Guard inside of like one of those pills and like take that down. Cinnamon's supposed to help that too. But yeah, apparently geranium was like the thing to get you going. Try it.
I have a question. Are you talking about using it for us or using it like on the other person?
What was recommended was you dilute it with fractionated coconut oil all over the other person, because that's gonna eventually go everywhere on your person.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I put that on my face every day.
Yeah, multi-purpose, girl.
You're never gonna look at that oil the same.
Alexis, I literally just busted out laughing.
Wait, what?
You actually, too, with the geranium, pair it with the beautiful mist. And that's how.
Everybody try it, and we'll talk next team call. Results.
Okay. I tried it.
Oh, okay. What are your results?
He was like, oh, I like this oil. But then we also did, okay, because I had a lot of ground to make up for it, because convention is always on Jesse's birthday. Even next year, like booking for next year, he's like, what the heck? Why is this always on my birthday? And I was like, well, you can come with us next year, but you're going to be surrounded by a bunch of girls. And he's like, okay, well, think about this. But so I had a lot of birthday ground to make up for, but Charity mentioned Slim and Sassy, and okay, he likes Slim and Sassy a lot. I'm sorry, he was just like, oh, this is like my new favorite oil.
Okay, it works, guys.
Okay.
It works, guys. Put a drop in your mouth.
A drop in your mouth, yeah. I'm sorry. I was just like, oh, he's like, I'm glad you went and found all these tips. And I was like, okay, so I can go next year. And he's like, yeah.
Perfect. We win.
Bribes, guys, bribes.
We win, girls. Okay, the other thing was, so it's like geranium or something, right? You make it with coconut oil and you like rub it wherever you need it. And then Naomi told me to diffuse wood, spicy oils like cinnamon. Naomi told me that. Naomi probably has some really good tips, you guys. Okay. Anybody else want to share a new oil tip? Share it in the chat. Yay, we're learning, we're growing, we're becoming super users. Some celebrations, Chop and Rollers for August. 7 enrollments, Mary. 4, Charity. 3, Chelsea. 3, Lay. I'm sorry, I should have put Lay instead of jail. 2, Alexis, Jamie, Giselle, Naomi, Ashley Cooper, Sydney. And then those of you who got N enrollments, you still need to be celebrated for sure. Kristen, Rianne, Aiko, JC, Brittany, Jennifer, Shaylin, that's Anuhya, Brittany, Stacia, Ilikia, and Kareen. Yay! Okay, the final question for you guys as we leave. What is holding you back? After all of that, what's holding you back? Hopefully it's nothing. Think about it. Journal about it. Okay.
Holding us back from what?
From anything that you want to accomplish. From holding you back from going to convention, holding you back from saying yes, holding you back from giving this business your all, giving your oils your all maybe. Is there anything that's holding you back? What's holding you back? Identify it, work through it, figure out where you want to go. Okay. The final thoughts. I'll try to end every call with that. Thank you guys for coming. Thanks for sharing. We missed you all that weren't able to come to convention. Those of you who went to convention, I missed you guys so much. And see you at all the upcoming events. Those of you who bought, I'm sorry, did anyone buy a ticket that I didn't write down? Aiko, myself, Michelle. Just like message me or something because this chat is out of control. But I love it. Okay, Jen, Brittany. It's not Brittany, it's Brittany, just so you guys know, because I say it wrong all the time. Chelsea bought hers. Awesome. Kareen's laughing at me because I say Brittany. I mean, it said Brittany. She corrected me one time. She's like, it's Brittany. And then I spelled her name with 2 T's in her last name. She's like, it's 1 T. So sassy. Okay. Chelsea got hers. And Jen's going to get hers. And Britt is going to get hers. Awesome. Okay. Lots of love to you guys. I love you. Have a good night. I appreciate you guys for showing up. Okay. Bye.